Question from somebody. They've got £150,000 to invest. They're buying properties around Cardiff. The rental income is £750 to £850 a month. Properties cost £150,000 on average. They've got £150,000 to invest, and the question is, am I better off buying one property cash, or am I better off buying 4 or 5 properties and having mortgages on them? Watch the video because the answer might be relevant to you. It really depends on what you're looking to do. So if you want to have one property which is unencumbered, so you don't have a loan on it, then of course buy one. The other option is, why not have 3 or 4 or 5, because that's better, because then you start building a portfolio. You've got rental income, you'll have higher loan amounts per property, but the rental income will cover that and some. Otherwise obviously you won't be able to get the loan in the first place. But then you'll have 5 lots of property which are appreciating in capital value as well, so you got 5 times the appreciation overall, which is good for you. And then that's going to enable you to leverage those properties, refinance all 5 of them at some point in the future once they've increased in value, pull out some more money and do even more deals. So let's say you bought one property for £150,000. in 5 years time, let's say it increases by 20%. Doesn't matter whether it does or doesn't, it's just an example. So a 20% increase now means it's worth £180,000, and let's say you can pull out 75% of the cash. That 75% is a certain amount. Now let's use the same example and say you bought 5 properties for £150,000 each, but you put a 25% deposit. They've all increased in value by 20% over 5 years, so they're all worth 180 grand. So it's a £30,000 increase per property times 5 properties, which is £150,000 extra, and you can draw down 75% of the £150,000. That's a lot more than 75% of the £30,000 for just having one property. So I hope that makes sense. So you can see how you can leverage those properties and then refinance and grow quicker. So that's what I think you ought to be doing, but it's a personal preference. If you don't like loans, if you don't want too many properties, and you don't like mortgages, and you don't like to have too many tenants, then having one property which is cashed out generates you, based on your example, between £750 to £850 in rent. That might be better for you. So it all depends on what you want. I would buy 5 properties as opposed to 1.